Hi, I'm Lisa White, and today I'm going to be moderating a panel discussion on the interaction between fashion design and home design. We're going to have some very exciting panelists. We've got JOSIE Natori, Ralph Rucci, and Dan SAGINARIO. So we're going to be having a discussion together about what makes home design tick and how it relates to creation and fashion as well.
Hi, I'm Ralph Rucci. There's a great interrelationship between the two areas. Personally, in my own work, I use the home and the home decorating field as a touchstone to design clothes. It's imperative that I think about where women will be wearing the clothes, who will see them in private rooms at homes, because most of these clothes are worn privately by women at homes or in work environments, and you have to think about what these rooms look like and how they're furnished. So the relationship between the two areas are essentially linked.
I am JOSIE Natori, President and CEO of the Natori Company. I believe that fashion is very much, very similar. The trends really is communicated so fast in the world in every city, and you can translate that. When you see a lot of color in fashion, like this past spring, where it's all this very bright, you see the same thing in many things in home accessories and even just the chairs and just more fun things. And so there's so many things that translate from fashion to home, whether it is the color, whether it's patterns, when prints. I mean, you can see animal prints, you can see them in both apparel and home. You can see the tropical and really, the tie-dyes and, those kinds of things that are amazing in apparel. You see them translated into decorative pillows, into beds, into linen. So I think there's so much that get translated, and whatever trends there are, I mean, I think a designer, whether she's designing for home or designing for apparel, is influenced by, very similar things. And so you see a lot of cross-pollination.
A lot of fashion designers have an entire ambiance in their work as it is, and we can see that from Ralph Rucci's book. The design is not just in the fashion, but it's also in the surroundings and in the lifestyle. So I think for them, it's kind of I wouldn't say easy, but it's a natural progression to take their fashion design into the home design territory. Well, obviously, it's a lot easier to make the transition for soft goods. So we're seeing a lot of fashion designers who go first into the home through linens, towels, that sort of environment. But then it goes into the hard goods as well too, with some really beautiful decorative accessories and even furniture. And most recently, paint. There's been some fantastic collaborations with designers and paint collections.
My name is Dan SAGINARIO, and I am the Operational Vice President for Brand Marketing for the home divisions of HSN. Overall, what we're finding is that the trends are being dictated ultimately by the interior designers as well as the fashion designers. And what's happening is they're bringing these forward through the different various runway events, etc. And the trade shows then pick those up, and then the consumers ultimately pick that up. And they dictate to us in a lot of ways what is trending and what is hot and what is not. Many of the home buyers today are looking to the designers, the ones that they know and trust, to actually incorporate some of those pieces into their home design because they trust and they know these brands and they relate to them.
I'm the creative director of Homebuildlife, which is a new trend forecasting service that takes a look at what's going on in lifestyles and in design and translates that for professionals in the industry so they can be aware of everything that they need to know about the creative and the business levels of design and decor.
With HSN, we're having an explosion of growth in home decor and home design in general. We've just added over 8,500 products to our website. And what we're finding is that the majority of the customers now are becoming much more comfortable purchasing online. So what we do is we provide a curated assortment online that features many of our home brands, and in a partnership with House Beautiful, we've created a marketplace where we actually are able to kind of curate an assortment from their editors as well that really deliver a unique experience to our customers.
The Natori customer in particular, I really believe that we've created our products that enhance a woman's life, and it starts from the inside out in what she wears and her surroundings. And I just think today, in today's world, the idea of having your things that you love and that you can indulge in your environment is just something that consumers are loving to do. And it's not just having the same old thing in your home. I mean, it's having a wardrobe, changing your beds from season to season, and just moving objects and just really just surrounding itself with beautiful things. And So I believe so much that fashion in the home is really a great future.
Home decor became part of my life when Holly Hunt approached me about a year and a half ago to design a collection for the home of furniture. The collection of furniture has provided me with a platform now to introduce pieces that are so exciting, and I have been permitted to design things that I've always had floating in my head that I've always wanted. Also to try to take elements from the past and create a modern sensibility or a new way of looking at these elements so they seem fresh, new, and brought up to the 22nd century.
So yeah, it's just always questioning, I think, as well too. Again, you know, are things authentic? Are they right? How are they evolving? Yeah, it's not a question of really two separate industries at all. I mean, again, as Josie had said earlier, and Ralph as well too, when you're living at home, that's your most personal core part of your being. And that's even before you go outside and you're wearing anything.